guess, for Pat's report. You ready?
Yeah. When we get done with his report, I ask for correspondence.
Okay. Situation report for the county. Some additional copies up here if anybody wants.
We have a copy of that.
Get my big old thumbs working.
You read the minutes, all right?
I did read it. I made a motion, we accept the minute.
The month of July, this goes to July 9th, originally went to August 9th instead of August 7th, because of the meeting change. The equipment budget has $12,000 in it. The supply budget has $4,778.30. Training budget has $500. The truck has got the same mileage as last month because it's not been moved. Rain levels are minus 11.31 inches for the county, and Middle Island Creek is 8 inches above normal southern pool. The activities are listed in there by dates. This finishes out the rest of anything in red that had to do with the power outage. There's 3 items at the last T, U, and V that are all important. I think are important this month. Mr. Ray Palmer of the FEMA administration met with on the August 1st. He is in charge of all the repayment of disaster funds and replacement of disaster funds. He's also in charge of the mitigation for this past disaster, which means any things that we want to change or propose funding for. And under that, I talked to him about the shelters, about developing a shelter network for the county and generators for those, and he thought that probably anything under $100,000 would get funded. So the item B is Mr. Sterling from Mid-Atlantic Equipment. I'm meeting with him either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. We're going to tour the sites and see if we see about getting a bid on generator packages for each of those sites. And if that works out, we're going to submit it to the FEMA mitigation team. Several counties have already started this. I started the paperwork the other night on it. We're going to try to get with them as nearly and as quickly as we can to make this work. We've picked, I don't have enough of this to go around to everybody. I've just brought 4 copies. We've selected 9 places in the county that could be used for shelters, that we hope to use for shelters. They're listed there. They are basically the fire departments and in the county, and the park, and the community centers at Smith School and at Oxford. And the reason we selected those, we went through the criteria of having food preparation areas, community access, known spots. And what our goal is not to try to work to any one disaster, but work to any type of a disaster. And we feel the generators would give us a good start if we had a power outage, whether it's snow, rain, sleet, flooding, whatever it is, that people know that there's power there, and we're going to work with that. Now, we've got 2 events coming up. Wild Well training on the 25th at the Dodge County High School, and this is on the oil and gas, what happens if one of these wells goes awry and what the companies want us to do, they're bringing in an outfit, kind of like Red Adair's outfit that fights oil and gas fires. And what they're doing is training the volunteers and the responding organizations on what to do and what not to do. This will be an all-day event. They're providing the breakfast and lunch, and it's put on by EQT. And Wild Well Training is out of New Jersey, and they're a worldwide operation. The second event is the LEPC meeting, and that's one of the things that's very important. We set it up for the 28th of the month at 6 o'clock. It's on the other page, if you don't mind. Here at the courthouse, if that's all right, Beth? Okay, 28th at 6 o'clock in the evening. And what we're doing is we're going to talk about shelters and what we need to do and what qualifies as a shelter and what doesn't qualify as a shelter. And we're going to try to build that into the master plan for the county now. This is probably, we've been through the medical stage. I've met with all the health organizations in the county. I've got them on one page. So we're up to the shelters, and then communication will be next, but communication is not a problem at this time, and I think that we can make it work this way better. That's pretty much it for the month of July. I have that's all I have for the month of July.
What time is the meeting?
6.
6 o'clock?
Yeah. Is it on yours? No, I didn't put it on. I'm sorry.
That's all you have?
That's it.
Thank you. I have a couple of things for you, okay?
Okay.
I just attended some training, and they did talk about these wildfires. And I don't have the names of these companies that come in and help them put them out, but they're telling us that it takes days for them to do this. It doesn't happen very rapidly.
That's right.
Well, if you have a well fire, they're talking 4 to 5, 6 days before it's under control and out. Okay, so you probably already know that.
Yes,
All
I
right.
did.
Okay, so the next thing is we want to get you a phone installed here or in Beth's office for your services, and I will make that motion that we have that phone provided for you as soon as possible. Gary, second. All in favor?
Can I make a suggestion that there's an answer machine put on that I can access from the outside?
I want you to tell us what you want on this line.
I just-
this phone.
Number one, a published number. So, I mean, it's too late now to be published and books are out. But we need a published number in the county. Number two, I need access to it without bothering Beth all the time. So we need a machine on it that I can access, with a code.
Yeah.
But I can take the messages daily and try to respond to them. And number three, it needs to be switchable. And I think, did we have a phone before we switched over? No, we did, but it was with the funeral home. When the fire department, when Charlie answered the phone from the fire department, we switched it over. So we'll have to talk that over with the phone company.
Okay.
And that's the only thing I see. We need to get that communication quiet. I think that's a great idea.
Okay. Now, I have one more thing about the truck. Rodney's truck is broke down.
So you need it?
Well, I don't know if he needs, I didn't get a chance to talk to him. But what I want to say is, if he gets in a situation where he needs that truck,
OES, I'll give him the keys. It's insured, it's plates, it's everything ready to go.
I mean, he can use that for, okay. I'll put that in the form of a motion.
Is that a better truck than what he's got?
No, it just, no, he's equipped, his truck's equipped for what he needs to
Okay,
do.
well, I was gonna say, you're more than welcome to use it anytime.
Well, I'll put that in the form of a motion that anytime Rodney needs that truck, that's available to him unless you have it out on someplace. Saw his, things fuel pumps out of it. They're gonna get work on today, hopefully.
Anytime he needs it done, let me know.
Okay.
All right. When's the next meeting, Beth? 21st of,
At 4 o'clock.
okay, can I get on the agenda as fire rescue president? We've got our audit back and I need to turn it over to him.
What position is Rodney and what's his last name?
Animal control officer, Rodney Jr.
Down.
Fine?
Excuse me, did I miss a second on that last motion? Did I not hear a second?
I think Jerry did. You maybe you didn't hear it. He did.
Second.
He did say.
He did.
And this is for,
Fire rescue audit. We finally got it back from Pete. No one has anything else on that?